facing her the whole time. All right, guys, hello, welcome. Guys, there's 2,000 people behind you right now. It's just insane. Actually, we got like a nice little friendly audience here. Kim, say hi. If the camera's ever out of focus or not pointing at me anytime, it's her fault. We're gonna go ahead and make that live and official right now. Can we see Kim? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hi, guys, so today we're gonna talk about the 21-day nutrition plan, but at the same time, it's just nutrition basics of everything. The whole idea is if you can learn healthy habits, you should be able to just eat for the rest of your life and do the right thing without having the pressure of, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? Am I on a diet? Am I not on a diet? It should just be the food that you eat, and you need to find balance. So today's goal, and this goal for the next 21 days, is to find balance with your nutrition. And remember, if you were on a diet, there's an end point. If it's the way you eat, this is gonna be it, all right? So we're gonna try and learn as many healthy philosophies and principles throughout this program in 21 days. And the whole idea why we did 21 days, because that's how long it takes to develop a habit, so they say. I guarantee there's gonna be plenty of it follow 21 days, and on day 22, you're screwed and you're off the wagon again, all right? The better and the more you stay on to your normal everyday life and you can integrate these small changes, the more you're going to stick with it from day 22 and for the rest of your life. The more you try and change this major aspect and make all these drastic changes in these next 21 days, you're going to fall off track. I'm a perfect example. Last 4 months, I dieted completely strictly, not real life dieting. It's just for a purpose of getting up on stage, looking good for a day, and that's it. The last 2 weeks, I've eaten more candy than I've ever eaten in my life. The last 2 weeks, I've had more cake, more desserts. There's a chocolate stampede from Longhorn waiting in my fridge right now because I had too many desserts last night to even get to it. So, but starting next Monday, I'll be back on track. I have my deadline, I have my timeline. I allow myself 2 weeks, again, 4 months compared to 2 weeks, but that's my balance. And I've now done this for I don't know how many years and how many times that I know how to get back on track and I know where that next step is. So my goal is with this 21-day program is that if you ever do fall off track, just start back from day one. Now, I don't know if she's watching, we'll probably see this over time, but last year, Brandy Diaz, she's one of our best success stories. And we joke she looks like a Nike or Under Armour model, depending on what she walks in wearing that day. Exercise form is perfect. She's got that great, like, athletic physique and everything. And this is where she had her jump-off point last year. I mean, always in shape, always did really well. But the big thing for her was realizing that you don't need these crazy diets. You just need to follow some basics every single day. In that time, from last November to when she just got married, I don't want to misquote, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I think it was 22 pounds she lost, but she got down to 13% body fat. Crazy. She's consistent with her workouts. I mean, she tells me how she eats. I mean, it's not perfect every single day. She's flexible, but she's stuck to some basic components and stuff, and she's learned how to eat properly, so that when she does fall off track, she's always right back on. So that's what we're going to focus on today. Anybody who's been to a seminar, who's actually been to these before we've done these? Okay, let's start from the beginning. 2 things I always go over. What is the definition of metabolism? We all want to increase our metabolism, but we know what the hell it is. You're making that face like, I have heard this before. All right, come on, what is it? What's a metabolism? Come on, give it to me. Energy, I'll take that. What else is metabolism? Let's build on it. Cardio, the more you work out, it's going to boost your metabolism. I'll go with that too. So metabolism is this. It's the rate in which your body breaks down energy in order to sustain life. That second part of that sentence is the most important. Your metabolism sustains life, okay? So if you're blinking, thinking, moving, whatever right now, your metabolism is working. If you're alive, your metabolism is working. It's what is making you live, okay? So it's everything. It's your digestion. It's the way your body processes. Everything that happens to your body, metabolism is a part of. So it's in order to sustain life. That's the biggest thing you need to remember. Your body, everything that you're doing, your food, your exercise, everything is working towards sustaining life, okay? And how you can do it the most efficiently. The next part is what's a calorie. We all count calories, but we don't know what the heck they are. So what's a calorie? No. Somebody in the Facebook world screaming something right now. What is it? What's a calorie? Come on. All right, guys, it's basically nothing. All right, the exact definition I'm not going to try and quote because I can't even tell you. It's the rate in which it, or the rate in which it takes to drop a degree of water 1 degree Celsius or something along those lines. It means nothing compared to what you guys are trying to do. Right? It doesn't mean weight loss. It doesn't mean anything else. It's ridiculous, and it's nothing that we ever need to really focus on, because what we need to focus on is where those calories do come from, and that's the most important thing. Is where is your food coming from? Calories are not all created equal. They're just a number. Okay, just like your weight. We don't know your body fat percentage is. I can weigh 200 pounds, you can weigh 200 pounds, we can look completely different, okay? Something will be 100 calories, something will be 100 calories, and it's gonna do 2 completely different things for your body. Do we agree with that? Yeah? That's why we're here, I hope, right? All right, cool. So, when we're looking at this, guys, the main three things, you have protein, carbohydrates, and fats. All right, they all do different things. So when we're looking at proteins, carbs, and fats, you got to know what the heck they do and where they come from and all that stuff, or else you're going to be lost from the beginning. So with this program, what we started with, and if you look at the very top, also anybody who's watching, we're going to go ahead and just send you a link so you can log on to this so you can get the same information. The whole idea with this is we're going to take your total lean body mass. So if you're 200 pounds and say 20% body fat, it means you have 160 pounds of lean body mass. That's bone, skin, muscle, tissue, organs, all that good stuff. Stuff that we want to sustain life, okay? The other 40 pounds, it's bullshit. We want to get rid of it, all right? Not all of it, but the majority of it. The less we have, the healthier we are, and that's the key to remember. It shouldn't be right now. Are we reverse Facebook world? Yeah. Somebody just called and said we're reverse, but if we are, let us know. So, we're not reverse, are we?
Not reverse.
Yeah, she just said everybody must flip it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's at the beginning of the video. We're good. All right. So where the hell were we? I can't even tell you. Yeah, so protein. You got to know where everything comes from. So the whole idea is you're going to take your lean body mass. We want to starve that 40 pounds of fat, that 40 pounds of stuff that's making us unhealthy. And we want to support the 160 pounds that is making us healthy and that's making us live every day. So the whole idea is what we're going to do for this program, we're going to take our 160 or whatever your number is for lean body mass, we're going to multiply that times 10, okay? It's a very generic number as far as this, but this is what we're using for the challenge. That's going to give you 1,600 calories across the board. Now, what the heck does that mean? It's all going to be different for every single person. So what we've done with this program is what we've developed is an actual plan for where your lean body mass falls. So if you're up to 120 pounds of lean body mass, you have certain daily requirements. If you're from 121 to 170, you have a certain amount. If you're 170 to 200, you have a certain amount. And if you're over 200, you have a certain amount. The whole idea is we're breaking this down to daily simple steps. So for instance, in this example here, you're going to drink 8 ounces of water every hour that you're awake. Super simple. Now, I had somebody say today that they're going to pee all day long. Not true, okay? So say you're awake for, I don't know, let's go 15 hours. That would be 120 ounces of water. Okay, a gallon is 128, so it's less than a gallon. Now, how do we normally drink water? We don't drink all day, and then we go slam it at mealtime or something like that when we actually think about it, right? And then we come to boot camp and we drink 2 or 3 bottles. And then at night, we're so dehydrated, we drink maybe another couple, and then we pee 2 or 3 times through the night, okay? That's the wrong way to do it. The way we're showing you here is when you wake up, 8 ounces. Next hour, 8 ounces. Next hour, 8 ounces. The reason why it's built on how much lean body mass you have is because your body's going to know what to do with it. It's going to process, it's going to help your digestion, it's going to nourish your muscles and tissues and skin and all those beautiful wrinkles and everything else that you're trying to smooth out. All right? So the whole idea is if you drink it spaced throughout the day, your body's going to know what to do with it and it's going to spread it out and it's going to actually do what it needs to do instead of saying, ooh, we have an overload, let's flush this all out. So the next part's going to be the protein goals. So with the protein goals, what you're looking for that particular group is going to be 140 grams of protein a day, okay? If we don't know what protein is, how are we going to make that work? Right? So that's what we got to learn what it is. So the first thing we got to know is how many calories are in every gram of protein? Come on. Somebody's screaming the wrong number on there. Leslie's at home screaming something. Yes, I love it. 4. So every gram of protein is always going to be 4 calories. How many calories in every gram of carbs? 8. No, you went with your first answer. 4, I'll take it. All right, so how many calories then is in every gram of fat?
3.
3, 4.
9.
9, I'll take that one. 9 is your correct answer here. So every single gram of fat is always going to have 9 calories, okay? So that's an important thing to keep in mind. Now, we just said for this group right here that they're going to do 140 grams of protein a day. If you take that by 4, what do we end up with? 4, 6, 4. Am I right there? Oh, 5, sorry. I got 2 ahead of myself. So 560. So if we take that, that's still going to leave us with 1,040 calories to do whatever the hell we want with our fats and with our carbs, okay? There's no other diet like that. This is just for the next 21 days. Now, the other thing that we've done with this program is we said include a piece of fruit every day or include whatever it says on your daily list. So your fruit, say that's 30 grams of carbs, okay? 30 times 4, that's going to take off another 120, okay? So again, we're creating little steps of what you need to do each day, and you're going to fill in the remainder food with whatever you want. Thank you for the fan. So the whole idea, guys, we're going to learn how to set our basics, water, we're going to set our fruit goals, we're going to set our vegetable goals, we're going to set protein goals, but besides that, you're going to figure out what to eat the rest on your own. If you are going and you have Halloween candy and you can fit that Reese's or that Heat bar or that Twix or whatever, all 3 things I've been eating, then you can make it work, okay? Those little tiny little bite-sized ones, you can eat a lot of those to fill up the remainder of that. Is that the ideal? Absolutely not, okay? But the whole idea is what we've created for this next 21 days, and especially going into Thanksgiving and Christmas, where most people, they give up, okay? We're gonna say, go ahead and eat it, but we're gonna find some moderation with it, and we're gonna make sure it fits inside your daily calorie numbers, okay? So let's figure out where the hell this food's gonna come from. So for protein, where do we get protein from?
Meat,
Meat, okay? What else?
eggs, beans,
Meat, eggs.
protein powder.
I'm gonna disagree with your beans. Protein powder, correct, okay? Who's been to one of these before and knows how I describe what a protein is? Yeah,
Fly.
if it flew, walk, or swam, it's a protein. And that's what you need to remember. Flew, walk,
Or
or
derivative.
swam. Or it was derived from it, exactly. So that would be like your yogurt, eggs, cottage cheese, something along that. Okay? So, why is that a protein and why is not beans? Somebody said beans. So beans have protein. Peanut butter has protein. Why are they not considered a protein in our example and for this program? What is your metabolism? It's the rate in which your body breaks down energy in order to
Sustain life.
What did all these things do?
Live.
They live, they sustain life. You just should have used the same answer. It was the same, it's there. It was, T-ball, bam! So they sustain life. Every single one of these things sustain life. So the same amino acids required to sustain their life is what's going to be to sustain your life. The same thing that kept them alive is what's going to keep you alive. The same thing that kept them moving, burning, churning, everything else is what's going to keep you moving, burning, churning. So the whole idea is you're getting their same nutrients that gave them life, it's putting back into you. Okay? Now, this is the only thing that you can eat that is actually what's considered sustainable life, okay? Carbs, you're gonna have to move to burn them. Fat, you're gonna have to move to burn them, okay? But protein, it's gonna burn itself. You put it in, it's gonna burn. You put 3 grams in, it's gonna burn 4 grams. Is that exact science? No, not at all. But whatever you put in, guys, it's gonna make that fire hotter and it's gonna burn it off, okay? So carbs, where do carbs come from? All our favorites. Starch, candy, I like that. Let's just give candy its own food group. For this month at least. Starch, candy, what else? Fruit, sugar, what else? All right, I do the same exact order every time. So you're gonna go pasta, potato, bread, and rice. Now, some people call these a starch. I just like to categorize them a little bit better because again, somebody could say, oh, squash is a starch. But I'm sorry, like you're not gonna get overweight by eating too much squash. So we can say corn is a bad type of carb, whatever. You're not going to get fat off corn. You're going to shit it right out. It's going to be the same corn that you eat. It's going to be right there in the toilet. I'm sorry, but you're not going to get fat off that, okay? Now, if they're breaking it down as modified corn starch and corn syrup and corn whatever, hell yeah, corn's going to give you, you know, a bad rap. But like, corn is not going to do anything, guys. From the earth. Don't worry about that, okay? Again, it's what the corn products are made with. When they're making it into sugar, basically genetically modified sugar, that's bad for you. That should be pretty obvious, okay? But corn syrup and corn is 2 different things. We good on that? Do we get a little alert from the corn pellets? All right, so guys, it is. It's like anybody can sustain off that. You can live off that. There's no issue. So I wouldn't worry about that. Now, the next one besides these, you mentioned fruit, and then there's also, let's not say candy, let's say sugar, okay? So fruit and sugar are also carbohydrates, but are they the same thing as those 2 things? No. What is the bad rap with fruit? Sugar, okay? Is sugar and fruit the same thing? No. When you eat that Twix or that Snickers or that whatever, and then you eat, you know, an apple, do you feel the same guilt? No. All right, so there's a difference, all right? Processed sugar only lives in your body for a few seconds before your body either has to do something or store it, okay? You have a very, very short shelf life. What you want to think of, like your carbs, especially when it comes to sugar, is it's like lighter fluid. So on a fire, how long does lighter fluid last? It's a quick flash in the pan and it's done, okay? It doesn't have any sustainable energy. So that's what you're getting, the same thing. There's no sustainable burn from it. You get in and out and that's it. And if you're not active enough to burn whatever it is, you're not gonna burn it. 1 little Coke is 55 grams of sugar. You gotta be moving to burn that off, okay? That's a lot. So it's one of those things where you start to pick your battles when you realize what sugar does and then the opposite of what these carbs do. These right here, carbs just in general, carbs give you energy and carbs make you happy. That's what you wanna look at, is they make you happy and they give you energy. So you need to eat those when you need energy, okay? 11 o'clock at night, is that the good time to eat popcorn or whatever? Let's do that booty dance. You can burn off some calories. right? Maybe. When's the best time to carbs? Eat carbs.
Right before workout.
Before a workout, morning. Now, what if you're a morning person that's like you sit on a computer for a desk job? No. So even though you need energy for the whole day, I'm pretty sure off other foods like you can maintain, but carbs are going to be for when you hit that dip. So say the other instance, so maybe not in the morning when you first wake up, but say you hit that like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock like dip in energy like most people do, or that 2 or 3 o'clock dip in energy. That's your time, okay? That's when the apples, that's when the fruit, that's when some of these other things, if you can find a good carb that you like, that's the best time to have those, okay? So carbs basically are going to be pasta, potato, bread, rice. You also have fruit and sugar, two completely different things. Fruit is not going to make you gain weight, sugar is, okay? Two different things. Now, makes you happy, gives you energy. What does fat do and where do we get fats from? What are fats? What?
Oil.
Oils, okay, so let's think about oils. What do oils do? What did the Tin Man need oil for? To move, to lubricate, exactly, okay? So it does the same exact thing. There's saturated fats and unsaturated fats. If you had them both in front of you, saturated fats at room temperature are solid. Think about bacon grease, beef grease, anything like that you cook and you sit in the pan afterwards and it turns white, saturated fats, okay? Unsaturated fats are going to be liquid at room temperature. So your whole idea, you want to think like olive oil, canola oil, things along those lines, those are going to be your unsaturated fats. The only part not to get confused is obviously a nut, a peanut, whatever, an almond, that is solid, but we're talking about oils in that sense, okay? So just oils when it comes to that. Now, with oils, what else is there? We talked about oils here, but then also these bad boys, right? If a blue log swam, most of your protein is going to have some fat as well. Dark meat with chicken as opposed to light meat. If you go with more pork as opposed to chicken or fish. Salmon obviously has more fat than like tilapia or crucial oil. So there's also going to be some fat in your meat. So it's going to come from oils, meat. Where else does fat come from? I just gave you one of them. Nuts. Okay. What else? Coming from the baseball background, you spit them. Sunflower seeds. Okay. So any nut, oil, meat, seed, anything along that is going to be a fat. Okay. So seeds are all going to fall into that. It can be pumpkin seeds, like we just carved out 2 pumpkins. And this bowl of just liquid boogers and some sort of seed, I'm told, is inside that booger mix or whatever, but I haven't seen it yet. So that's what you're going to get, seeds, okay? The other 2 types of fats, especially one, gets a lot of good publicity because it's a superfood, okay? Avocado, all right? Avocado is going to be a saturated fat. It sounds backwards because I just said saturated fats are bad. Also, coconut oil is saturated fat. Don't get confused by either of those 2. Coconut oil and avocados are both going to be healthy fats. They're actually classified as a medium chain triglyceride, which is basically your body sees it as a fat that it can burn as a carb. It's going to give it long sustained energy. So that's going to be something like your slowest breakdown of energy is going to be like an avocado and coconut oil. Okay? Guacamole on everything in this world, it seems like now. We go through pumpkin spice phase, guacamole phase, we go through all this stuff, but trendy society. So if it helps to lubricate, what else does it help to do? Where in your body would that be beneficial? Let's not get there.
Your intestines.
Joints, intestines, what else? Brain? Heart. Chest. No, heart. Yes. All right, so your blood flow for your brain, any neural synapses, anything like that. Every single disc and joint in your back, in your bones, in your body, everything like that is going to have fat, and that's going to be your lubrication. So that's going to help with that. What's the other thing that we want to point out with fats? Like when you eat a fat, I guess how long does it last in your system? It's full, okay? It's going to keep you full for a long time. So how I like to think of this, and hopefully this is the one take-home lesson everybody can take home with this, is this. Here's my drawings. This is wood. These are sticks and newspaper. And this right here, ready for this picture? That's a wet log. Does that look like that? All right, so anybody who's from up north, anybody who's ever had a fire, anything along those lines, that's going to be your dry log. That's the one you pay for. That's the one that's going to burn efficient, clean fuel. Pay more money for it because that's what's going to give you the most bang for your buck. It burns clean, it burns hot. That's protein, okay? Your carbohydrates are like sticks. You can't really start this fire without having some sort of fire and fuel going, right? Like you can't take a lighter and burn a log. It's not going to happen. Maybe a blowtorch, but like you can't take a lighter and burn a log. You need sticks for your paper. You need something to get that energy burning. You need something to get that fuel going, okay? So that's where carbs are always going to help. When you're starting to hit that low point at any time, throw the sticks in, okay? The quicker you need the energy is going to decide your source. okay? If you need a long source of energy, like you're eating lunch at noon, and you gotta make this last till 3 or 4 o'clock, and you probably wanna go with like a potato, you wanna go with rice, you wanna go with something a little bit more dense. But say it's at 3 o'clock and you just need to get to the end of the day, an apple, a banana, blueberries, whatever it happens to be, like your fruit of choice, eat it. That's gonna be your quick energy to get you over that hump, okay? Does that analogy make sense? All right, next one. We've all had a fire. We wake up the next morning and we're like, holy shit, that thing's still smoldering and I still see smoke outside. I can't believe we went to sleep like this. What were we thinking? We drank too much? No, not really. But, right, we've all had that happen. That's that wet log, okay? So think of that as fats. It's gonna burn all night long. It's just gonna keep going. It burns slow, it's not efficient, it's gonna have a lot of smoke, but if you have a long time before your next meal, or it's bedtime and you're trying to carry you to the next morning, fats are gonna be a great source. Peanut butter, almonds, anything like that before bed, it's gonna be great. Keep it full, it's gonna be something crunchy, you get the snack and nibble and whatever, but you don't have to worry about it going to here. It's just gonna keep circulating until it finds a spot, okay? Your body's gonna use that as fuel. So these analogies make sense, right? Okay, so when it comes to our meal plan here, obviously our emphasis then is gonna be on our protein. So our goals each day is you wanna hit your protein number by 8 p.m. All right? So with 8 p.m. being your deadline, you have the rest of the day, whatever it is, if it's a lunchtime, midday, however, to fill in with carbs and fats. So how are we gonna know how to do that? Who read the download page? Oh shit. Okay, I like that. All right, so MyFitnessPal, guys. So with this challenge, really the only way you can do it properly is to use MyFitnessPal. Now, I will never tell you to do something I can't do myself. I can in about, maybe go about 3 hours of tracking meals on MyFitnessPal and I fall off the wagon, okay? I've been doing this for 13 years. You guys have been doing this for maybe 13 days, 13 months, whatever. Actually, everybody here is within their first 3 months, okay? So I would not expect you guys to know what calories in food, how much protein, how much carbs. You could pretty much quiz me if anything. I'll be really close with stuff, depending on ounces and sizes and things. So I feel comfortable with myself. I don't feel comfortable with yourself, all right? So for now, you're gonna use MyFitnessPal. The easiest way to do that is you have 3 ways to search something. You have the search bar up top where you can just type potato. And you can find all sorts of different things, a sliced potato, red potato, this brand potato, potato from Chili's, whatever it is. You're gonna find all these different things of potato, okay? The next thing you can do is you can search, say, restaurant, and you can type in Chili's, Wendy's, whatever it is, type it in, and you can start searching through their menu, and you can find things with carbs, proteins, fats. So you can search everything right through MyFitnessPal. The third way, where's that wrapper you had? You can take the app, and you can actually scan, sprinkles everywhere. So you can actually scan the barcode, and right then and there, it's going to enter right into MyFitnessPal with proteins, carbs, fats, sodium, potassium, all the things that you need to know, and it's going to enter into your daily input, okay? Next question, you're saying, how do I use MyFitnessPal? Well, right on that download page, we attach exactly how to use MyFitnessPal. It tells you everything. If you're not sure then you go to the next video and explains it. If you're still not sure, then you go to the next video and explains it there. So we're not going to get into MyFitnessPal too much today. Guys, it is your #1 tool. That, along with, on that video page, you'll see, is your cell phone. Your cell phone, you can set it for reminders to remind yourself every hour to drink the water. You can set it for every couple hours to remember. Breakfast, snack, lunch, mid-afternoon snack, dinner, nighttime snack. You can use it to keep your MyFitnessPal. You can do all sorts of things with that phone, and it's always in your hand. It's not like it used to be where like you didn't carry your phone around, like everybody's got a phone, even most of your kids have phones. So that is gonna be your #1 resource right there to know how we can fill in that remaining gap for the day. We eat our protein, where does the rest of our food come from? Use that MyFitnessPal app, okay? Now, let's talk about what are some ideas without getting into specifics of how many ounces and grams and stuff like that. When we're looking at these foods, let's get food examples. Let's list some things out here and let's figure out what we're gonna do with those foods and how we're actually gonna make that work. So like, what are some different carb things? What are some different meal options? What are some, give me some stuff. Like, where do carbs get, like, what are some different things that you like? Let's make it work. Oh, you wanna take pictures? I got better versions than this. Go for it.
We just like your
So what are some carbs we like? Give it to me. Bread. So how can we make bread work in a diet? So we have bread here. Not bread with rice. No. How can Now, so if we wanted to do bread, that's just a carb, right? So that's going to be a quick flash in the pan. That's not going to do anything for what you're trying to do. What could you put with the bread to make it more?
Make a sandwich.
All right, so let's, I like your answer, sandwich, but a peanut butter and jelly is a sandwich, so let's break down a peanut butter and jelly. So what are the components in a peanut butter and jelly?
Peanut butter, jelly.
So what's peanut butter?
Fat.
Fats.
Okay.
Nuts.
And what's jelly?
Sugar.
Sugar. Now you can also, Planters and Smuckers both make a diabetic sugar-free. It's made with a little more natural and it does have some Splenda, but it's got no sugar or less sugar. So that could be okay. So you have fat, sugar is carb, and bread is carb. All right, so now where are we going to balance this out, or what time of day would that be best for? Lunch, I'm going to go with no. Where's your protein? Where's your fire? You got a shitty fire right here. Nobody's coming to your party. All right, nobody's going to that party. They're getting smoked out. They get a flash every once in a while. They're burned, and then they get smoked out, and it's not good. Well, it depends what kind of smoked out. They might like it, but I'm talking about just bad smoke. Yeah. Keep going. You can do eggs with it. Okay. Do you like eggs with peanut butter and jelly though? No, I don't like it either. All right.
Peanut butter and jelly before like the bootcamp.
So she said peanut butter and jelly before boot camp. Would that work? Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Okay, so you got quick acting energy with jelly. You got a little bit longer acting with bread, and then you have really slow acting with fats. Would that work for a workout?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if your workout's only 30 minutes, maybe not so much the peanut butter. Take that out so it's not so long a burning. But a slice of bread with a little jelly and some peanut butter on would be okay for a workout.
Okay.
How could you make that work though for like a mid-afternoon snack or a lunch? Or any other time, mid-morning, any other time? How can you make it work for a nighttime?
Protein.
I'll put a protein
put
shake
some
with it.
protein with it. There you go. How'd you get that idea?
Bar with it.
Yeah. Now, I wouldn't do a bar with the peanut butter and jelly, but a shake with it, some
What
yogurt
about
with it.
coffee with the protein?
Yeah, you can always put coffee in this and do like a coffee. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, doing something along with it, like if you did like say cottage cheese, you did yogurt, you did something like that. Now again, you talk about breakfast, you can make it a breakfast. You have your eggs with the peanut butter and jelly. As long as you're active in the morning, I'm okay with that. And it's definitely going to fit in your numbers, I can guarantee that.
So I can do a peanut butter and jelly at lunch with the protein.
You just stuck on peanut butter jelly time.
That's on that peanut butter and jelly.
All right, that's cool, and I'm good with it. Now, one thing that I'll do too, and it depends like where you're at in your day. If you notice that your numbers, you don't have a lot of carbs left, because you got to remember, like the bread plus the jelly is going to probably take up 30, 40, 50 carbs. You can do a rice cake. Plain rice cake is 7 carbs, peanut butter and jelly right on it, and you're under 15, probably 15 grams of carbs, I'd say, or less.
Before workout?
I do that anytime. Yeah.
Now, what if it's
I'm bored and I do that. We'll smear
the flavored rice cake?
You can, like I've done it on chocolate before, but I don't like to put jelly if I put the chocolate. So I'll do like just the peanut butter with the chocolate. And again, that's gonna give you like 12 grams of carbs, like 8 grams of fat. That's before boot camp. And you'll see a lot of people walk right up with a hockey puck of rice cakes with peanut butter and they eat it right in here. Now, if you're somebody who does
And
PT or
during
stays for 2
working
workouts, or you do a double warm-up or something like that, you're gonna wanna throw something like a banana or something like that so you do get a little quicker energy. So you don't want to just do longer energy, just like say just a rice cake and peanut butter, because it might not hit you quick enough. You want to time that right. So you might want to eat that 30, 40 minutes before your workout so that energy does release on time. Because again, fat's going to slow it down. But throw a little jelly or slice some banana on top of that, and 30 minutes before workout, 15 minutes before workout, you should be good to go. The only other thing you want to think about before a workout is what are you going to taste, okay? If you're worried about it coming up, like don't put it in. All right, peanut butter seems to be a great food for most people. It's solid. It'll keep everything coated and down. So again, you want to think hot heat. You want to think sweating. You don't want to put anything in that's too rough or anything like that. So what are some other carbs we like, guys? I won't make any carb you like. I'll make it work. We'll fit it in. Give me something you like. Rice. So what would be a good time for rice? What would be a good time for rice? But you ain't doing it right. So lunch. That's the answer. You're right. Lunch. How much should you have?
I would say, I would say a cup.
A cup?
8-ounce cup.
Okay, I'd say I should eat an 8-ounce cup. We're gonna go like a half cup.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Now, a quarter cup is gonna give you like 12 to 15 carbs. A half cup is gonna give you 24 to like 25, 26, 27 carbs. So it depends on what you have in your numbers, okay? But again, we showed like there's 1,000 calories left in the day. You could do 200 grams of carbs times 4 calories. That's only 800 calories. You still have some fat for a peanut butter and jelly in there too. So like you can make this work in this plan. You just gotta make sure you lay it on paper. And not even on paper, you gotta lay it on your phone, okay? And again, if you can use that tool and if you can train yourself for 21 days to use that tool, you probably won't even need it come the 20, whatever we finish this thing, the 23rd, because you're gonna know like what foods you've done every single day. If you guys become very systematic with stuff, and everybody's different, like some people want variety every single day of the week, some people can do the same thing every single day and they lock it in like that. To me, I like to do the same thing every single day, but when I say that, It might be, say, like chicken and potato for lunch, but the next day it could be like chicken and rice, or it could be steak and a potato, but it's going to be a meat and a carb. And then right before I come to boot camp, it's going to be a carb, a fat, and a protein. Like everything has the same order every day, but it might be something different, okay? The rice cake example, like the peanut butter on the chocolate rice cake, that's, man, you catch me pulling out of my neighborhood. I either got a double decker or I got a single one that I'm eating, and it just depends. Like Monday nights, I teach one workout. I don't need that energy, and I'm just going to put it here. I'd rather eat the candy bar later or something. So, you know, that's where it'd be like a protein shake with a single one with a little bit of peanut butter on it, okay? That's always gonna, you're looking for balance, and you gotta think like, what am I doing upcoming? And that's how you make your decisions on everything. It's not emotion. So what the hell am I doing next? Do I need hot fire? Do I need hot and steady fire? Do I need hot flash in the pan? Or do I need something that's gonna be long and last, okay? And that's really what every single decision comes down to. Vegetables are also going to basically fall into the same category. They're going to make everything just last longer. So think about like a meal, like you eat at a restaurant, they give you that salad first. Why do they do that? So you're not as hungry. And they load you up with double the carbs of what your meat portion is. Why? Because it's cheap for them, okay? Really, every other culture, every other country, they eat exactly the opposite. You know, so your salad comes last. Like that's supposed to be that cleansing to your janitors. They scrub everything out after you finish your meal. So if you did have saturated fats, if you did have that bacon grease, those vegetables are going to scrub all the way down and push that stuff out of you. But how do we do it in America? We do it backwards. We're lazy. We do everything backwards. But that's the whole idea. So vegetables fall in the same category. You're still hungry after dinner every single night, just start implementing, because again, it's on your plan to do a salad at dinner. So it doesn't have to be your meal, but you have a salad at dinner, okay, and have it last. If you do it last, it's basically going to create that bed of lettuce and fillage all in there. You start throwing water, and it's going to start filling up, okay? And you might be hungry a little bit later, but how much room are you going to have to actually eat? Not much. So if you do snack and you do mess up, you're not going to have as much of an appetite. But if you're like, I'm going to go low carb, I'm not going to do anything, I'm going to eat perfect, I'm going to do... Those people screw up like crazy because you're hungry. And you're bitchy, irritable, cranky, moody. You're just not fun to be around. Everybody saw me for the last 3 weeks. This 2 weeks, I'm happy. Right? It is a big difference. Your brain plays games with you. Like it is. Carbs, your body needs anything. You can't take this away, you can't take this away, you can't take this away. You can for a certain period of time. And you can take any of those away, except for really protein. You'll get great results. You can go low fat for a while, you can go low carb for a while, you get great results. But your body's gonna have a rebound effect. You gotta just eat balanced. You gotta know what's happening in your day and what do I need to do to fuel that. It's really simple when you start to break it down. So if you don't know your foods and you don't know where the hell they come from, this doesn't mean anything, okay? So how do we learn? We either watch all my videos and we pay attention to stuff I say, or just put MyFitnessPal, which is a free app on your phone, and type it in. As soon as you type whatever food in, you turn your phone sideways, it'll give you every single breakdown. Calories, protein, carbs, fats, how much sugar, how much fiber, it tells you everything, all right? It's smarter than me, it's smarter than you, it's smarter than all of us, all right? It is your number one tool, all right? Do you need to use it every single day? Like I said, I'm not going to tell you to do something I can't do, all right? But it's your tool. If you need to look it up, say, ooh, is this a good food or bad food? Is this a carb or a fat? Is this a protein? Does this have whatever it is? Look it up, all right? You're not going to find it by the packaging label that you buy from the store, because that thing's lying to you, all right? I hear a commercial, packed with 6 grams of protein. 6 grams, I could probably shit out 6 grams of protein. No offense, sorry, everybody, but like 6 grams of protein is nothing. Sorry, I got a young kid in the group too. But again, like 6 grams of protein is nothing. 10 grams of protein is nothing. Like guys, like it doesn't mean anything. My sweat will carry that. You know, so again, you gotta look at the labels. Don't go by the marketing. Don't go by the commercials. When my wife got started, sorry, Shelly, if you're watching this, somebody came up there like, yeah, Nutella's good for breakfast, right? She said, oh yeah, it should be good. Because the commercials, when they say great start to your day, it's fucking chocolate. Like, it's chocolate. Like it is a great start. I'd love to start every morning with chocolate. Yeah. But it's not a healthy way to start your day. Like it's delicious. Like please, I'll be smiling. Day starts with Nutella. A peanut butter and Nutella sandwich? Are you kidding? Like I would be the happiest. Like I'd be running on this place like
Nutella out of the jar.
Yeah, Nutella out of the jar. You guys saw that video? Like, oh my god, it's disgusting, but cool at the same time. But yeah, guys. Like again, you can't go by marketing. You got to go by this. You got to know, and that's it. There's no shortcuts. I mean, you can do a HCG shot and do 500 calories for a certain amount of weeks and lose weight, but you're gonna gain it back. But you got to learn. There's so many ways you can count points from Weight Watchers, but eventually you're gonna be like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just counting points. Okay, you've got to learn. Like there's no shortcuts. Just learn what food is. All right. So if I say, what's a potato chip? There's your test. Protein, carb, or fat. And
fat.
Ooh, so things can be two things. All right. So if I say beans, what are beans? Because that's what we're restricted today. We didn't throw those up there yet. Beans are fat?
No,
Carbs.
Oh, they're carb. Okay, but I also consider beans in this category. They're slow digesting, they're free food, you don't have to worry about gaining weight with beans or anything like that. Eat too much, what's the side effect? Gas. You know you've had enough. Alright? That's it, like, there's no like meter, you don't have to wait for a gauge, like, I know. Right? True story. So, with beans, the whole idea with that is like you want to treat them like fat, you want to treat them like that lettuce. You're eating a meal that has beans in it, you're going to eat half the amount of food because that thing's going to swell and fill up. Okay? Like when you cook real beans, you got to soak them overnight. There's a reason. They're just packed with water, packed with fiber. And that's really it. So, again, like there's some foods that are going to cross over, but like beans, yes, they have protein, but they didn't sustain life. That's just a beans plant. So that's going to fall in a carb category. What else? What other questions? What are carbs you like? Guys, I like to solve problems. Give me something. Ice cream. Give me something.
Beer.
I had croissant donut, Boston Eclair, or Boston cream croissant donut from Dunkin' Donuts this morning. Make it work. Make it work. Was that beer? Okay, so the whole thing with beer is this. Beer causes a chemical reaction in your body that increases estrogen. Beer's not good. Like unfortunately, like there's no program that you're gonna be able to drink beer. Vodka, there you go. Vodka with something diet, vodka straight. Martinis, I had one last night, somebody said they saw me, there you go. Yeah. And see now, watermelon vodka, not the same. That's gonna have shitloads of sugar. Dump the olive juice in there, you can have as much as you want, have a martini.
So Bloody Mary.
Yeah, Bloody Mary, you got tomato juice in that, you're great. Yeah, I mean, now again, you're gonna get a little carbs because there's a vegetable in there. It's
Probably not like 6 a night.
6 Bloody Marys? Yeah. Because then again, you're gonna throw it all up next morning, it'll be good. You'll probably be like 6 pounds lighter. Yeah.
So rum?
Yeah. So rum you gotta look for because rum's gonna have more sugar. So vodka gin, I would say.
So rum has sugar?
Yeah.
Not I'm talking about like Jamaican rum.
So you can do light rum, and there is, and again, like you always hear the Bacardi Light and Diet Coke or whatever is a great diet, but stick with vodka or gin.
Really?
What about wine?
So wine is going to fall in the same category. Wine's a carb. So really more than anything, I would save your wine for Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, going through that way. And it depends how you set your day up. Like anybody who read my blog, how I did my diet for the last, 13 weeks. I did low carb Monday through Friday and a half. Friday night I do as much carbs as I wanted, but it was in one sitting. Like as soon as I got up from the table, like that's basically done. But I mean, we would pick out. We'd have pizza, we'd have cake, we'd have whatever. Saturday, I put a carb in every single meal. So you like balance out the blood sugar again. You get your body kind of normal. You eat more of these carbs than like the sugar carbs. Less Nutella, more good carbs. Then Sunday, same thing. I go low carb all day, and I would do my big portion of carbs at dinner, one sitting. Same thing. I mean, that Joey's Pizza, they got our order down. Like pizza, we got chocolate cake, cheesecake. I mean, we do whatever. But again, Monday morning, it's over. Like we start back. So, and the one good thing with doing, when people say cheat day, they have no plan. They're like, oh, I can eat that. It's my cheat day. I can eat that. It's my cheat day. There's nothing planned. When you do it how we do it, that Friday, Saturday night thing, it's like, okay, I want this. I want to have this with this, and I'm going to have it. But if you can't finish it, like, that's it, though. It's done, So that's your portion. That's your serving. So, there's all sorts of ways to structure this and how you want to do it. That's the way that works for me. If you look at the way we have the weekend set up on this plan, let's just say, no restrictions. You must hit your protein, caloric, and water goals. You don't have to worry about salads. Don't worry about fruits, right? Hit your protein and whatever you want to do with that remaining 1,000 calories or 800 or some people are going to have 1,200 calories. Whatever it is, you can do what you want with it, okay? But again, hit your protein goals, focus on your water. Now, is this the same as the New Year's plan that we're going to do? Hell no, okay? But anybody who takes this and actually follows it, you might be 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 6 pounds, whatever it is down in 21 days where all your friends have gained 6 pounds, 12 pounds, 18 pounds, and then December comes. What do you think they're going to do in December? It's going to get worse again. They're going to keep going with that. So we're getting ahead while other people are falling behind. So when we get to New Year's, we're making progress with our momentum instead of trying to just play catch up for what we did to ourselves the past 2 months. Guys, you'll see, we're November 1st actually today. You're going to see some faces disappear here, and you're going to see them again in January. Those cheeks are going to be thicker. Everything's going to be a little bigger. But again, it's all lifestyle. Okay, it's because they didn't put it into their daily routine. It didn't become a priority. Again, if you look at a lot of stuff for our last 2 challenges, and the same thing going in December, if you don't show up every day, what do we have for you? A 5-minute workout. But you got to think of it this way. Like that 5-minute workout does the same thing that does. It's heating up your metabolism. It's making your body burn. Like your body's doing something. If you sit on the couch compared to doing 5 minutes of push-ups, sit and reach, and whatever, what do you think is going to be the difference? One's going to get your body going. The other's just going to be like, I'm happy. Two different things. So we're playing catch up, or we're playing get ahead, while other people are going to play catch up in 2 months.
So with the My Fitness Plan,
Yes.
so we're talking about and now workout. Does that increase the cost?
Yeah, so on the MyFitnessPal, the link that we provide with that, you want to make sure you read like everything that we put in there. So on MyFitnessPal, there is a way to track your exercise. The number one thing I say is A, don't use their formula, and B, don't enter exercise. So like say like I give you whatever it is, 1,800 calories, 2,000 calories a day to eat. As soon as you put in your exercise, MyFitnessPal is going to add like 400, 500, 600 calories for you to eat that day. Isn't the whole point of trying to burn? Why are we like offsetting everything we just did? And the other thing that MyFitnessPal does, say you set your goal at like 60 carbs for like your low carb day or something, and you do exercise, you'll look back at it, it puts 260. You always eat like 200 carbs because you exercise. Like it's a losing program. I don't know. Don't add exercise. If you read that blog that I put on there, man, it'll break it down. Like all I did is I took it, my phone is I was a first timer and wrote down steps as I went through, and it's all laid out in 5 steps. I mean, we broke the whole thing of how to enter it, put it in, search for food, everything in 5 steps. So it'll nail it down.
Plan your meals like if you had your lunch, I had my breakfast, lunch, snack. I put everything in my fitness pal in the morning, ahead of time. When I'm up in the morning, then I put in my breakfast, my lunch, my snack. If you can take it out if you didn't have it, or if you change it, you can adjust it. That's the only way I can see it.
Yeah. So what she said, and I'll repeat this for them, she puts all her MyFitnessPal stuff in the morning of what she plans to eat for the day. But even if she doesn't eat anything, she can take it out, but at least it's there and you can see what remaining calories, protein, carbs, fats you have. I like that. So for people who are rushed in the morning, especially people with kids and stuff like that, do it the night before. Because, and that's the thing too, like the mornings, Tuesday, Thursday mornings that I'm here for that 6 a.m. workout, like I had a wrap, my All-American Slam, actually this shaker cup, which I didn't actually make until tonight, it's the same thing like you're saying. Everything was all stacked, so I just grabbed it out of the fridge this morning. The wrap is actually still sitting there too, because I ended up eating something different. So, but again, I'd rather be prepared and bring stuff with me than not have it. But you can enter that ahead of time, know what you have, and same thing, you can look at it and be like, oh, I got 340 extra calories left, and holy shit, that croissant donut that I ate yesterday is 340 calories. And you go eat that croissant donut. So, make it work. Guys, our accountability coach, the guy who puts our videos out every week, like he did the Halloween video yesterday, Sean, we're coming up with a new segment, the Razor's Edge, for our coaching group that we do. But he's the master at that. Like he eats pizza, ice cream, whatever. And like, it's not because he has great metabolism, not because it's whatever. Like you look at his transformation. I mean, he started heavier, he's lost weight. Like he's one of you guys. But he's learned how to do it, and he is a master accountant. He's like, if I have this many of this and this many of this left, I can have this half slice and this quarter cup. Like, he's amazing with it. Like Rich and I worked with him at Anytime Fitness 6-7 years ago. He would eat 2 packages of macaroni and cheese, but then he would put a can of tuna into it. Like to me, I was like, whoa. But to him, like he loved his macaroni and cheese. He loved tuna. He loved that combination, and he ate that. I mean, all through a contest diet. And you guys saw the pictures I posted a couple weeks ago. I mean, he was wearing no skin. He was just ripped. So there's a million ways to do it, guys. But like the most important way, especially for this, is just track your numbers. It's a good habit to get into. When you start to know your numbers, all our little black dress ladies, everybody wonders how they get results. They follow exact numbers for 5 weeks. That's it. Our coaching clients, our competitors, they follow numbers. Like that's it. You can't just wing it. So it's you can eat a healthy lifestyle and you can do that stuff too, and that's great. But if you're really trying to make that impact and lose more, you got to know what's happening. When you're coming to me and you want me to change something in your program, if I don't know what the hell you're doing, how can I change something? I'm just going to give you a plan. It's nothing. It's a shot in the dark. But if you come to me and you're like, I'm eating this, this, and this. I eat my croissant donut at 10. I eat my peanut butter and jelly at noon. I eat whatever. I can pull one of those things out, and all of a sudden you're going to see massive results. But if we don't know what you're doing, and I can't see those little mistakes, it doesn't help. So that's when you start tracking stuff. If you give me 3 days of a calendar of what you eat on a regular basis, we got it nailed. We had a girl, maybe she's watching right now, came Friday night, she wants to compete in April. She wants to write a diet. I don't even know what she eats. I've never met you before. Like, give me what you eat for 3 days in a row, and I will make your foods work. But if I don't know what the heck you eat, like, again, anybody can give you a paper diet, guys. There's a million online coaches out there. They'll give you an online paper diet. You can pay $50, you can pay a couple $100 for whatever, but they don't know you. You know you, okay? Eat. Write it down, and then we'll figure it out from there. But we'll tweet. But if you have no clue what you're eating, well, that shit's
So
great.
are we doing this 200 grams before 8 o'clock?
Is that your number?
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. So if it's
I'm a heavy girl, so I was,
yeah, if that's like I normally by the time I walk into boot camp, I'm at 225, 230 or something like that. So I mean, again, if you're doing that 7 o'clock workout, let's say by 9 o'clock you want to hit your numbers, basically by your dinner. So yeah, everybody's schedule is going to change a little bit, and anybody who does that 7 o'clock workout, push your deadline back to 9 o'clock. Those people that don't know what we're talking about, I'll send you guys a link. Anything else? Yes.
I'm backwards because I work night shift.
Yeah, I love my night shift people. Okay.
So my whole schedule is
Yeah.
split,
It is and it's not. So like, you wake up, same thing. It's carbs, protein. You know, it's really like our cops. Our cops and our nurses. Is that what you are, a nurse, or what are you? Nurse, yeah. So our cops and our nurses are. I mean, that's it. You need energy from the second you get started. You know. So that's where I mean, peanut butter jelly. No, not really. But yeah, I mean, again, it could work. You could make it work. But again, that's where something, you know, if it's oatmeal and eggs, if it's a protein shake and whatever, if it's Greek yogurt and fruit. I mean, it doesn't just something protein and carbs to start. That's going to jumpstart that.
When should I be getting my protein intake?
What time do you go to sleep?
8:30.
8:30 a.m. And what's the normally time you catch yourself snacking or hungry?
Depends on the night at work.
Come on, give me a time.
Depends when if I'm busy, but I start getting tired by like 2 or 3.
Okay. So my whole thing is this, is like, the whole reason I set that 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock deadline is so most people do mindless snacking at night. So if they can hit their protein numbers before, protein keeps you full, and that's kind of the goal. So if they're doing their protein and they're doing a salad by like say 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, it's going to be very, very hard to snack. They might try, but there's not going to be much room there. So you want to find what time is like that weakness time. So if you go to sleep at 8:30 a.m., say like 5, what time do you actually get off work?
Get off work at 7:15, 7:30.
Oh, you go to sleep right away. Like you're out and gone. Yeah.
After night shift, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, if you can get all your protein before you're off, that would be cool. That way if you do a snack or something before you lay down, it's at least something. Normally I would say when you get off work, have that final meal. Just like when they get out of their workout, have that final meal and hit your numbers. Yours might be a little different. You know, do you have a lunch break somewhere then? Like probably midnight, right?
I'm supposed to have a lunch
We're
break, but
supposed
you
to,
don't
yeah.
get one.
Union mandated? Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be all personal, but yeah, something along those lines. I know one of our guys, Joe, he started, I think he went from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m., he was full service. That's really hard. So it's like, what do you eat at that time, and then how do you eat midday? So for him, we got to come with snacks on the road. Where can he eat? Where can he go pick something up? What can he travel with? And those are things you got to think about too. For him, I think yesterday our suggestion was like beef jerky, a package of nuts, 1 bar. He said he packed a couple of those. Joe, tell me if you said something else. But yeah, that was, I mean, so a couple different snacks to go to. The other thing we suggested too is McDonald's. You can go buy just a chicken breast. They give you a little bit of lettuce and a slice of tomato. I think it's $1.75 someplace, $1.50 others. And Sean was just telling me today he found a spot in Tampa was $3. So don't pay $3. But again, if you can go to a McDonald's drive-thru, you get a side salad and a chicken breast, and they serve it in like a sandwich thing, but there's no bun on either side. So I mean, you can do something like that pretty much any time, I would say. It's like that snack in between. The crispy chicken, yeah. What does crispy mean? Okay, so what are the 2 things we add when we make it crispy? We add fat from the oil, and we add bread.
Ready?
Okay. And again, here's the one side of that. Yes, you could do something crispy, but if you look at that little crispy thing is going to take up all of your numbers, which means you can't have anything else with it, and it's not going to keep you full. So again, you can fit that in, and especially weekends, like save it for that, save it for Saturday, Sunday, but make it planned. Like know on Monday, I'm craving a crispy chicken from wherever. Know on Sunday or know on Monday that you're craving whatever it is, and so that way the whole week you stay on track, so that on Saturday, Sunday you have that one thing. It's not a cheat meal, it's not a splurge meal, it's not whatever. Just give yourself that one like reward. So what keeps you on track? Like, and people get so self-conscious and feel guilty about a cheat meal, but that's stupid. Like, we're human. Like, we gotta live. Like, we're not robots living a walking diet. Like, it's stupid. Like, unless your job is to walk around looking crazy, whatever, shredded, there's no reason to.
So what if you miss one of these meals?
Yeah, if you miss a meal.
As a nurse,
Yeah.
we're on the floor. I mean,
Absolutely.
how, like, I'm running all day long.
Yeah.
I can't stop and eat in the middle of taking it.
Yeah.
So how do you juggle that?
It's the same thing.
Can
So
you skip and add?
kind of yes, kind of no. I mean, so like this, I knew I had ready for as soon as I was done. I took a bottle of water just to mix it in, and I'm going to sip this over the course of time. Would it have been ideal if I would have finished it before we started? Probably. Throughout the night, I had one of Chris's wraps, like a little buffalo chicken wrap that was on this week's menu. Same thing, I just nibbled on it throughout the night. In between any little break, you guys ran for water, I ran for a bite. Like, just make sure I'm not spitting food at you when I'm talking. Yeah. So, and it comes into different categories. Like if you are, say you're going to be going through a 2-hour stretch where you're with patients a lot. Food, you don't want that crap stuff in your teeth. So like that Quest bar, or that one bar, that might not be ideal to crinkle, 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 bite, crinkle, crinkle. But if you took it the night before in the morning and cut it into like 8 little pieces and put it in a Ziploc bag, you can reach in your pocket anytime to pull that out. Okay? But say like you know that you're not going to be able to eat for like 3-4 hours, that one bar is not going to be enough. So you can throw some almonds, you can throw some raisins, you can throw whatever. You can put a bunch of stuff with that little, one bar, and you start making your own trail mix. Scrubs, you got pockets deep enough to put anything in. Yeah. My wife will tell you I love a woman's scrubs. It really, but you want to be prepared. Your job is going to be different. Like Haley's going to be the exact same scenario. Like that might work great for you, but a teacher, like they're not going to put food in their pockets. It's going to be in their top desk drawer. Okay, same thing. I mean, we find it for, I've worked with somebody with every type of profession.
You've dug in a teacher's top desk drawer.
Oh, well, you move the wine out of the way, you move everything else. You put the snacks in there. Yeah, I know what a teacher's desk room looks like. Yeah, we got it. Any other questions? Anything you guys want to eat? Anything you guys are like, you think you might be missing in this next 21 days? How can I make it fit into your lifestyle?
So the seafood, shrimp, and stuff like that.
Protein, yeah, seafood and shrimp and all that stuff. So same thing, like say you got fried seafood and you went with that type of stuff. You just want to watch the other stuff you eat with it, okay? You can't do the fried seafood, do French fries, but if you do like, broiled and do something grilled, something, and you want to have a few fries, like don't feel guilty, eat it, like it's okay. But you can't do like shit and expect shit sandwich. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's gotta be, you gotta balance it. You know what I mean, right? You can't put garbage in and expect to have like this rockin' body. Like you're gonna get what you put in, So find that balance. Like I'm cool with, again, like Rich, and same thing. If he's watching, he'll tell you like he eats Golden Grams in the off season. But when he goes into contest diet, I think it's Fruity Pebbles because it's got less sugar. I don't even know what his rationale is, but he can make it work. He fits in. He weighs everything. He measures, weighs. If you do that, you can do that. But if you're just gonna free pour and enjoy, like that's not rational. Again, you're gonna get out what you put in.
How do you know what to?
My Fitness Pal. Don't tell me that.
How do you know how much? You're saying what measure?
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
I don't measure.
No, and I don't either. But I'm at the point where I know how much everything is because I have measured at some point in time. So again, that's where for the next 21 days, you're gonna use My Fitness Pal. You're gonna type in a slice of bread, a tablespoon of jelly, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. You're gonna see where does that work out? Does it fit into my numbers that are left? Okay. And again, that blog will explain everything of how to do it. If it's not, then you say, what if I want 1 tablespoon of peanut butter? Can I do 2 of these in a day? And you start messing with that. And again, that's where Sean's excellent with that stuff. But you start playing around with stuff. And again, if you do it in the morning or the night before, then you just go on cruise control for the day. But if you're sitting there at a drive-thru and you're like, my numbers and weighing or what's on this menu, you're gonna make the wrong choice, okay? But if you look the night before and you're like, I'm going to McDonald's tomorrow for a drive-thru, look it up. You can go make an educated decision. I mean, it's on the hurricane day, I saw Sean took a picture. He was at Burger King, and the whole thing was wrapped in cellophane, the whole order menu, and it said Burger King's Hurricane Prepared or whatever. It was like the most ridiculous thing, but on a hurricane day, he's not getting out the supplies. He's going to Burger King, But again, you guys can make anything work. You just got to know what you're getting when you get there. I'm sure he had a burger and some fries, whatever, but I'm also sure whatever he ate the rest of the day fit in with those numbers too, If you don't follow him, Sean Bosel, B-O-S-E-L, he posts food stuff every day. I mean, he's at a drive-thru, he's at a restaurant, he's at something. Cool stuff. And it's, again, if you look at any of the videos we post, he's always tagged on every post I make, but yeah. And every picture has a thumb in it. And he did his whole contest blog for I don't know how long, every picture had a thumb. So it'll be like whatever shitty mound of food with this thumb. That's how you know it's approved. So, but it's awesome. And guys, when you learn what food does, and you can use a tool like that, like MyFitnessPal, everything becomes easier. And then again, after you do it for 10 days, 14 days, and you know that like this much is a quarter cup and not your this much, if you eyeball it, it's not going to be a make or break. Again, it comes down to your choices, not necessarily always how much, but when you make a bad choice and you have too much, then you're compounding mistakes, okay? You can have bad food in moderation. You can have good food in max amount, whatever you want. Good food is not going to make you have any issues. It's the bad food eating too much, So find that balance of everything.
So salad and a meat at night.
Salad and meat is great at night, but is that going to keep you full?
When it comes to
yeah.
No, yeah.
It will, but are you going to be bored? Maybe. So that's where you need to find snacks. So the other side with it too is like finding like what types of maybe sugar-free options are out there. Like there's all sorts of puddings and yogurts, and we do these little Jello key lime and lemon meringue little mousse things. They're excellent. Like how when you brush your teeth after a meal, like your palate's destroyed. Like it's the same thing. You put like those key lime and lemon. They're delicious. They have that nice little sweet, but it's also got that tang and that tart that like you can't go and eat chocolate after that. Like your mouth is ruined, But it was delicious. And even that, like Ready Whip, 2 tablespoons is 2 grams of sugar, and I think a gram of fat. Like a little mountain on top of that. You're not going to go wrong with the whipped cream. People say no to the whipped cream on their 50, 60 gram of sugar Starbucks, and they say no to the 2 grams of sugar on top. It's stupid. Take the whipped cream, take less of the sugar space, and like make it worse. But they're like, no, I'm gonna die, no whipped cream. I'll have my pumpkin spice latte with my venti times whatever. Yeah, it's like when we don't know stuff, we think we're making a good choice, and that was like the dumbest thing we did. You know, so when you learn stuff, it makes it so much easier. But when you guess,
regular yogurt in a I'm sorry, I have so many questions.
No, it's good.
So
you like your questions?
Regular yogurt in the little cups, right?
The ones for kids?
Yogurt because I can't do the consistency in my mouth. But I do yogurt bars. Yogurt ice cream bars.
No.
No. The yogurt bar, the frozen yogurt bar.
No.
No ice cream.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry.
So the frozen yogurt bars, again, don't read the front of the label. Flip it around to where it says the first thing might be yogurt, the second says sugar and this and this and this, and then your
13
corn
grams of
syrup.
sugar.
Yeah.
That's too much?
How much?
13.
Yeah, but what else is in it?
That's true.
Yeah. And when are you eating it? At night?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where, again, go, guys, I know my name is hard to spell, go to derekcurley.com. When you go to that search bars, right below the main part, type in dessert, type in snack, type in yogurt, type in any, there's 330 blogs I've written over the last like 3-4 years. Like, I gotta look at the latest stats, but like 22,000 page hits every month from all around like the world, basically. But like, it's an awesome resource. Like, it's all original content. It's there for you. It's real stuff. It's not like some fennel cake with kale topping, sprinkles. Like, that's bullshit. It's real food, okay? And if you type in snacks, like we just did one, I think it was my 5 favorite snacks, like maybe a month ago. And we talked about how to take even like the protein bars and make molten cakes out of them, like putting like peanut butter, putting them in a mug, microwaving them. Like, there's some delicious options there, but you just gotta know. Yeah, I mean, and as far as the yogurt, like Yoplait, those are for kids. Yeah, Go-Gurt, those are for kids. Greek yogurt. No sugar Greek yogurt.
Okay, so what about the bars?
What bars?
The yogurt bars.
There's no such thing as a yogurt bar. That's a kid's treat.
Okay.
Yeah, no yogurt bars. No. Protein bar. Go to Hardbody, and that's the thing too. If you guys go to Hardbody, that's the one beautiful thing of having a place where you send 250, 300 people to. Like, guys, they'll open any bar up for you. They'll cut it in as many different. Say, I want a diamond, and Marissa will accommodate for you because they're incredible like that. Like, again, like you're their family too. Like, they're gonna help you guys. It's really any flavor, any protein. They'll open it up. They'll scoop baggies for you. They got them all there. Cops walk out with little baggies of white powder every single day, walking out of there looking ridiculous as whatever. It's protein.
She makes like protein powder and like the Greek yogurt and freeze it.
Yeah, so like you take protein powder with Greek yogurt and freeze it. There's an awesome recipe for the Greek yogurt on the website, and where you take, and everybody's different as far as like artificial sweeteners. It's that's like a religion topic almost for some people. Like, oh, you shouldn't have Splenda. Well, guess what? You shouldn't have diabetes either, and you're not going to get diabetes from Splenda. Okay? It's your body is a filter. Your body filters stuff. The proven, even aspartame, every 5 to 7 days it's out of your bloodstream. If you take it out, and these little mice with little livers and kidneys this big, we're humans. We're efficient machines. As long as you're not dumping pounds of Splenda on every food you eat and whatever, if you have it once or twice a day, like, your body's going to find a way. It finds a way to filter out the shitty air we breathe. It finds a way to filter everything else we eat. It's going to find a way to get Splenda out of your body. So the whole idea with that is you can take a big container of the 4 serving of Greek yogurt, you do the same size of either cool it, or just take a whole can of Ready Whip and just empty it until it goes. How do you say, who doesn't like whipped cream?
No.
You're crazy. Oh, well, don't. Oh, then don't do it. But so you do like a protein powder, but then you can take like Jello pudding. Take any of the sugar-free Jello pudding packs, like actual powder. There's butterscotch, white chocolate cheesecake, all sorts of different options. Put that right into that mix, and then you can cut up fruits, you can break up nuts, like crunch up nuts. You can do whatever you want to do to make that consistency, and then freeze them in individual, little containers. The little Glad, I think they're 2 ounce or 4 ounce little containers. You can make out of the one, I think it ends up being 10 containers out of one recipe that I'm telling you. And you can pull them out. It takes 5 minutes to thaw them before you can get a spoon into it. You get an awesome treat. Okay. You can even take that out, take a mug of a little bit of peanut butter, microwave it so it melts, and drizzle it over top. You can put some sliced banana, make a banana split with it. But like, you're adding healthy and healthy and healthy, not feeling guilty. Your yogurt bar, save that for the kids. Yeah, and again, because again, that whole recipe I'm telling you is going to have 13 grams of sugar. I mean, it might, but it's going to be from fruit, not from fruit bar. And there's nothing real in it. And that's the thing too, is like, guys, the front label They make millions. People like sit and control studies and stuff to try and see what makes people respond to that picture, that image, that whatever. It's not, oh, what's going to be the healthiest for them? You care less about that. What's going to get them to buy it again? Sugar. It's addictive. Okay, so it's don't look at the front. And anytime somebody asks me a question, they send me a picture. I say I want the back. I want the ingredients and nutrition facts. Those are the only two things that matter. I don't even want to be skewed by what the brand is. I don't want to have any brand loyalty. Like, just send me, there's a picture, nutrition facts, and ingredients. I'll tell you if it's good or not. And it's not even whether it's good or not. I'll tell you what time of day to have it. There's really no foods. Even if you want to have a Coca-Cola every once in a while, whatever. But like, we're going to find a time and a place for it. Okay. There's really nothing you should ever not have. But we're going to find a time and a place or what the proper portion is for you. But I need that back, not the front. Sound good? Anything else? We done? What, did I stay in image the whole time?
You did most of the time.
The moving target. Guys, I think that's it. Thank you everybody for joining. It gives a list of everybody who's on Facebook Live. I'll send a message with the link and all that stuff to you guys. Thank you for joining. Anybody else? That's it. We'll stick around for a few minutes, but doors are closing. See ya. Make sure you finish.